Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity! Let's start developing the northwest quadrant of Freedom City. As far as the southwest quadrant goes, I've done everything that I really care to do around here. Eventually I will fill in all these gaps at the very end, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is, because I don't want to drag the center of the city even further down here, so that way I can build more C-tops up here. And now that we've got the money, I can build multiple C-tops at once to start developing them. So let's get started over here. 4 C-tops. Let's see how we're looking there with the numbers. Okay, so I need 9 residential and 6 industrial zones in order to keep everything balanced here. And I'll connect what rails that I need to use at this point. Let's get a little going over here. Let's see, for this one, yeah, go a little off there. That ought to be good enough. Okay, so with these, I'll connect that there, and I need to get some valid destinations for these residential zones. So let's see, for this one, I think I'm going to need a police department, so it's not too far away from everything. So let's see. Okay, so from here, I would need to go 4 zones up. So let's see. Okay, so right there should be good enough. Yeah, that'll be where I want it to be. And then let's use an industrial zone for this rail going up. Okay, so with that one, let's see right there. That ought to be good enough. And then, okay, so I need 5 more industrial zones. So let's go over here. And eventually I want to put a police department over here, but I don't need that right now. Eventually I'll do that. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so let's connect some of the rails at least. And then, let's see, with this one, I'm not going to connect that one yet. I don't need that right now. As a matter of fact, I want to remove some of these to make room for some more parks in the area, because I'm going to need a lot of help getting these commercial zones developed. So let's see, the 4x4 region for this area is right there, and then that for the upper one. The nice thing about starting with these is that their 4x4 regions won't overlap too much. So that makes it a lot easier for me to develop 2 commercial zones at once. But if it was like these ones, which eventually there will be more up top, then that makes it more difficult because these 2 are right next to each other. So you want to watch out for that. But I do need to get those rails out of the way so I can place enough parks to make it easier to develop the C-tops that I want. I'll see how far I can go with the C-tops. Maybe I'll be able to make everything C-tops. I don't think so, though. But it is looking more possible than it was before. Okay, yeah, we gotta go a little more over there. Okay. Then with this one, that takes care of this commercial zone, at least for its 4x4 region anyway. Okay, and then over here, let's get a little more. Let's see, well, this residential zone is going to get a lot of land value. I'm not really concerned at all about developing residential zones into C-tops, or R-tops, or C-tops. But yeah, I'm just gonna not worry about increasing land value and developing R-tops, because really all I need out of the residential zones is to comprise about 48.5% of my total zone levels. So there's really no point for me to make them into R-tops and go through all the details to get all of that to happen. So I'm really only going to focus on the C-tops, and that takes long enough as it is. Okay, so over here, yeah, I just want to kind of build these where I'm planning to build some more industrial zones eventually, so I'll just go right over that. Get a little more help there. I need to get over to that industrial zone eventually. Okay, so alright, then if I go like this, that ought to be good enough. Okay, so we've got valid destinations, we've got rails hooked up. No other way for these guys to, well, go somewhere I wouldn't want them to go. So I think we're good. Let's keep an eye. Oh, I need to power up the commercial zones. There you go. So yeah, nice that they have this little kind of back door there to get some power going. But okay, I think we're all set and ready to go. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully not too many schools and hospitals. But I have the money. I want to save about $5,000. Well, exactly $5,000. So that I can build another power plant. We're getting a little closer to it. Or to wanting to build another one, just to be sure. I'm surprised all those residential zones didn't turn into schools or hospitals. They must have learned what my priorities are in this city. Looks like we got a mid. I thought that was a low commercial zone. It takes a little while for the land value to kick in there. So when I was practicing this earlier, I just wanted to try and see what C-tops I could get without removing rails, but sometimes I really need to do that in order to have enough space to get the job done. Okay, so let's see how crime is doing around here. Apparently my rails are causing a lot of crime. I'm not worried about the industrial zone. Oh, we got a little bit down there. Okay, well now that we've gotten those C-tops developed, I can afford to put in another police department in the area. I guess it just took a little while to kick in. I mean, the crime there because of the population density due to the C-tops. Well, population density is just something, well, you gotta deal with it. But it's good. It's like housing costs. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I would like to have lower housing costs, but that only becomes a problem as a result of actually building my city correctly. So, yeah, kind of silly to worry about that. When I was first playing the game this year, that is, I was so worried about housing costs and crime and all sorts of problems around the city. Like, I really wanted to focus a lot more on the problems of the city to kind of deal with the gameplay mechanics as intended. Yeah, let's build another power plant there now. But as I started playing more and more, it was like, you know, these problems aren't really hurting my city. I mean, yeah, I've got crime around the industrial zones, but it doesn't hurt their development, so why bother? I mean, eventually I will build some police departments over there. It's just a matter of time. And yeah, why don't we speed things up a little bit here, at least until I get close to developing a C-top. Maybe next year I'll build some more rails, but just kind of keep them disconnected a bit there. Well, if we can get that lower C-top going, that would really help out a lot. But for now, okay, so since I'm close to developing a C-top, I'm going to wait on expanding the city a little more. I don't know how much money I'm going to actually need to spend in order to get the job done. But, well, soon enough, viewers, soon enough. So once I get a C-top, then I'll start working on another C-top eventually. Maybe I don't quite have enough land value for the upper commercial zone. Because, like, you need 150 land value in order to develop a C5 high class commercial zone, but you need 160 to become a C top. And it's only dependent on the land value of the upper commercial zone. The lower one doesn't matter. You get the lower one into a C5 high, you're good to go. You don't need to worry about their land value at all. Looks like the other C-top is starting to catch up a little bit. The next C-tops are going to be a bit trickier to develop. Ah, there we go. All right. I knew you could do it. Okay, so let's see. Here's where that one is. I'm just wondering if I can start building some commercial zones over here, or I think I'll go to the next one for now. Yeah, why don't we go do that? Figure out what I need. Okay, so yeah, let's just pause for a little bit there. Okay, so with the... what is it? Okay, so with these guys, let's see, I'll go up to... oop, okay, that's 3. Okay, so... yeah, right there. Get those ready to go. And then, yeah, let's get some power connected. Let's see how many zones I can develop now with even more commercial zones. Okay, so I could use 80 residential zones. So let's get 5 more of those, and then 3 more industrial zones. That'll get the job done. Okay, so with these guys, let's see, I think I can build everything that I would want with this. Well, maybe not everything, but pretty close. Okay, then if I... oh, whoops. I didn't need another residential zone there. Whoops. Go like this. There we go. And then a police department for a valid destination. See, these guys, they're not going to be able to escape down here. You cannot escape! Okay, and then for up above there, let's see, I don't think I can build an industrial zone up there, at least to help out with this. Let's see, okay, so we've got, these two are covered, it's just this one that I'm worried about getting a valid destination there. So let's see, okay, so we've got the police department, then the industrial zone. Okay, so if I go like that, I think that'll do. Yeah, we'll put that there for now, although eventually I will probably need to remove it to develop a C-top when we get in that area, but for now, it's fine. Just get that over there. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Okay, and then with the other ones... oh, right, we just got these. Okay, so I need 3 industrial zones. So let's go like this. That should be enough. And then let me see how crime is doing around here. We're getting a little bit of population boost over here. Okay, yeah, we could use a little help in this area. So how about put a police department? Yeah, right here ought to be good enough to handle this area. If I need more help, I can do that later. Okay, and then let's get the parks going for the commercial zones. Okay, so for this one, the 4x4 region is, I think, or maybe, yeah, right here. Okay, so let's get some of those rails out of the way, since that's in the home 4x4 region of both commercial zones. And that's going to make this a little more difficult, but that's okay. At least I don't need to use as many parks. They work for both of them. Oh, I see what oh, no, that's good. I was thinking I needed to get rid of some of those power lines that were getting in the way, but no, I don't think that'll be necessary. Just make sure we got the whole area covered. I like how whenever we plant grass or parks or whatever, around here. They're always ready for whatever color is appropriate for the seasons there. But, okay, so we got hospital. Let's get that out of there. What else you guys got? A school. Okay, we can deal with that. Yeah, it's going to take a little while for that one to start developing the way that I want. But, okay, yeah, get power back going. Okay, we can deal with the hospital. I'm a little concerned about the upper commercial zone now. I wouldn't expect it to stay in the mid-class. Well, hopefully the land value will update and then work properly, unlike the residential zones, which keep on trying to turn into hospitals and schools. Let's try again. Okay, we'll just... yeah, why don't we just leave that as is? Okay, how's crime looking now? Anything else around here? Okay, mostly in the industrial zone, so yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Let's keep going. Okay, so we've got all the residential zones ready to go, so let's fast forward to try and develop some more of these C-tops. Hopefully the middle, or the mid-class commercial zone will upgrade. There you go. Once the land value fully updates. Oh, I put a little more park around there than I needed. I mean, I might as well just leave it now, but yeah, I didn't, well, I'm gonna need to do some stuff over there eventually. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to another commercial zone. Let's get these going then. Slow down a little bit there so I can start building more as soon as I can. Well, I mean, I could now, but it's mostly the upper commercial zone that concerns me. Oh, I built a little more of the power lines than I needed to. Whoops. Well, that's okay. We've got so much income now. And now we've got another C-top! Alright. Let's get this one going. Okay, so if I go like this, that'll stay out of the way of the other developing C-top. Okay, so we've got this. Get that plugged in. Okay, and then let's see. Why don't we get some more parks around here? Let's see, I think that's all I need to do here. All the rest of the parks are already set up and ready to go. That's also part of how I'm placing these parks, or why I'm doing it the way that I am. So that way they'll help not only the current C-top, but the next one too. Okay, so I would like to get 5 more residential zones and 4 more industrial zones. That ought to do everything that I need. Okay, and then... okay, so this column is done, at least as far as the residential zones that I want to build over there. Okay, so with this one... yeah, why don't we just go... wait a minute. I don't think I wanted to build some of those commercial zones, or residential zones, where I did. I wanted to move them further up so they'd be closer to my valid destinations. But I don't remember the last time I save stated. So, yeah, why don't we just get those out of there. Whoops. But, okay, so we got this. Alright, get that up there. And let's build another police department up here. So let's see, right there. That ought to be good enough. And then go down like that. That ought to be sufficient for my needs. Okay, so we got that. Let's get the industrial zones going. Okay, so right along here. That ought to do. And why don't we clean up the rubble around there just to avoid bothering my OCD. Might as well save state now. Whoops. Okay, so we've got all that. Just double check on the residential zones, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, now they're starting to develop into high-class commercial zones, because the land value there was mostly already there. So hopefully it just won't downgrade. But now I gotta wait on the other C-top there. Alright, there we go. Why don't we wait until next year so I have a little more money to go around for everything. Okay, so, yeah, got that. Okay, and let's see how the crime is doing around here. Okay, so nothing more to worry about in that area. Okay, so let's get another one. Let's see. If I go like that, that ought to be good. Let's see, I don't think I need to deal with any rails or anything like that. I think this one will develop very well without that. And then, okay, yeah, let's reconnect those. Okay, so the 4x4 region around here is right there and right here for the lower one. So the home 4x4 regions are good to go. So let's get all the neighboring ones. No, I think I had it the other way around. Let me see here. Okay, there and there. Okay, I'm a little off on the parks there. Whoops. Okay, so we got the 4x4 there, and then, okay, get a little help on this side. Okay, do I need... Yeah, let's get a little more down here. I'm just thinking precisely where I want things to be. I'm a little concerned about the power lines there. I'll leave them for now, but I do want to get them out of the way. This might be good enough. As long as I can get the lower commercial zone to become C5 high, that'll be good enough for my needs. Okay, so with all that, let's see how many residential and industrial zones I need. Okay, so we're going up to, well, 38 commercial zones. Okay, I can go up to 89 residential, so let's get 4 more there, and then 3 more of the industrial zones. That ought to get the job done. Okay, so with the column that I was already working on, well, that'll make this easy. Just fill in that. There we go. Okay, and then with the industrial zones, let's see, I'm just a little concerned about the park area. It'll be fine though. I'll just yeah, go a little over the park there. Okay, so we just go up and around like that. That ought to be good. Let's get it on. Check on the residentials there, if necessary. Did I put a... Yeah, okay, good. I was like, wait a minute, do I have a valid destination up there? Yeah, we're good to go. Police departments are the only valid destinations you need in Freedom City. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. See, eventually I'll probably build some more rails with my excess income. But I just like to hold on to 5,000 just so I don't have to really think about my budget as much for now. I'm a little concerned about the upper commercial zone, but I think that'll upgrade. Yeah, that'll upgrade eventually. Almost got the other one going there too. Nice. Well, at least the lower one is developing without having to remove more of the power lines there. I'm getting a little momentum going on down there. Very nice. Oh, I always had it on the slower speed. I thought I went to the higher speed, but... Oh, right! So, we got more C-tops going. Okay, yeah, so we got everything paused. Let's get the next one over here. So this is where it can get a little tricky because they're stuck in between the C-tops. But it can still work here. Although, eventually I may have to... Well, I know with this one, I'm going to have to remove some of the rails. So, let's see. Okay, let's just do it for the lower one there. Yeah, that ought to be fine. Okay, and then... Well, now I can get rid of those power lines. Get all that out of there. Okay, and I'm gonna need a little more help on this side. I'm just thinking how far I want to go with that. Okay, so I need this tile of rail still there, so it'll connect to the upper part of the C-top. But I can fill in a little more land value, which I really need for developing this one. How's the crime looking around here anyway? I'm just thinking if I need another police department. Not yet, though eventually I will put one right here. But I think this will be fine with the parks and everything. Okay, so... Yeah, let's just get all that filled in there. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Let's see how many residential and industrial zones that we need now. Okay, so with 40 commercial zones, I can go up to, 94 residential. So let's get 5 of those and 3 industrials. That ought to be good enough. Okay, so I'll have to go into the next column to start getting the residentials going over here. Ah, there we go. I was like, where am I? Okay, let's go 5 over there. And then with the industrial zones, well, I've reached the end, or at least the end of this line. Let's see. Okay, so that's column 3 with that, what is it? Police department there. Okay, so let's go. So I'm going to put a police department here eventually. So let's see, if I go like that, let's see, okay. Okay, good. We got everything spaced out appropriately up there, over here, and we got that C-top ready to go. And then, yeah, I might need to do some reworking with some of the commercial zones that I have up here on my map, because I have come into new information that'll help out over there. But, yeah, if I can keep making C-tops, great. If not, well, then eventually I'm going to have to let go of that. But we're doing really good on the crime there. So you see the land, or yeah, the center of the city, the land value, you see that little plus sign, that in the yellow, that's the very center of the city. So I'm surprised we're, yeah, keeping that going like that. I'm surprised it's not lower than that. One thing I might decide to do is remove like a row or two of these industrial zones to move them up here, to move the center of the city up here. But we'll see how that goes. Will I need to move those industrial zones? Find out next time on Let's Play SimCity. This is H.G. Bailey signing off. Have a good day.